Hi, my name is Erin Albrecht. I'm the Data and Evaluation Manager for the Incredible Years program at Invest in Kids. The purpose of this short video is to show you how to log into Apricot and successfully submit your student and teacher post tests. So when you log into Apricot, which you will again do using the same username or email address for your classroom, which is generally associated with the lead teacher's email, you'll log in using that same email or username and password that was established at the beginning of the year. And once you enter that information, you will get to the home page of Apricot that looks a lot like this. So you will see here we have the welcome information. All post tests are due by midnight on Monday, May 2nd. There is an incentive if you submit your teacher and student post test by midnight on Monday, May 2nd. And then you will be entered into a drawing managed by me at Invest in Kids. And 4 different teachers will be receiving this incentive. There's also information here about my email address and then the email address for Kimberly, our program support manager at Invest in Kids. Both of us are more than happy to help address any questions that you may have as you're working on the post tests. Last but not least, it is important that anytime you log into Apricot that you are using Google Chrome or Firefox to log in, as Apricot does not work well with any other internet browser such as Safari or Internet Explorer. So again, please be sure you're logging into Apricot using Google Chrome or Firefox. And then if you scroll down on the home page, now you see 2 different lists. You see student post test to complete and teacher post test to complete. And you're going to use these lists to access the post test forms. So I'm going to get started with Aaron Rodgers' post test. I'm going to click on his name. And now this takes me to Aaron's pre-test, but I want the post test. So you'll see pre-test and everything will be grayed out. You're going to go to the record options palette at the right, and you're going to click view folder. And that is going to take me to this, where you see student post tests, 0 records. I want to add a student post test record. So I'm going to go to the right. I'm going to hover over the little piece of paper icon with a plus sign. I'm going to click on it. And now I am at Aaron Rodgers' student post test. So now I'm going to go through and complete this information for Aaron. And you'll see there's just a few questions here. So once I answer those, the final question is this child currently enrolled in your class? If the answer is no, the system is going to ask you what the child's last date of enrollment was, and you'll enter that here. And then if the child is still enrolled, then you're going to continue answering questions. So whatever applies to the student, you will answer, and then the questions will adjust. And just remember to click Save Record whenever you are done. So for the purposes of this example, I am going to somewhat quickly go through this, but again, think carefully about each of these items and how well each describes the child in question. And for the purposes of this example, I'm going through it somewhat quickly. So you will also go through, answer these different questions, thinking carefully about how well each statement describes the child that you're filling out the post test for. And then when we get to the bottom, there's Dinosaur School Social Emotional Skills. And these questions only apply to students that receive Dinosaur School. So if you or your co-teacher or someone in your classroom was not doing Dinosaur School lessons with the students in your classroom, in other words, if the students in your classroom did not receive Dinosaur School, then this number 25, acts friendly toward others, is the last question you will answer. You will stop here and you'll click Save Record. However, if you did do Dinosaur School, or if someone else in the classroom was leading Dinosaur School with the students in your classroom, you would continue and answer these 9 questions. So for the purposes of this example, I'm again going to go through this a little bit quickly so you can see what this looks like. All right, so we've reached the end. Please remember to click Save Record, which is in this upper right-hand palette. All right, so now this record saved. This is how I know that I successfully submitted and saved the post-test for Aaron Rodgers. So now I'm going to go back to the home page by clicking my Apricot. And it looks like I still have to do Aaron's post-test, but it's important to click the Click to Refresh Data, as the system usually needs that prompt to successfully remove that child's name from the list. Because again, this is the list of student post-tests to complete. So once you've done the post-test and saved it successfully, you get that record saved message, then it should disappear. And again, you can help the system along by clicking to refresh the data here, and the name should disappear. All right, so that is how you complete a student post-test. And now I'm going to show an example of how to complete and submit the teacher post-test. So again, I clicked on the name. This is the pre-test. Everything's grayed out. I'm going to go to the right-hand palette. I'm going to click View Folder. And now I see this document folder again. Teacher post-test, 0 records. I'm going to add a record. So hover over the icon with the plus sign. And now I'm going to complete the questions about me, the teacher. All right, so you can see here there's a variety of questions to answer. Pay careful attention to what the different questions say as you respond to each of them. And then again at the bottom, there's Dinosaur School questions. So the note says, please complete the following questions if you led or co-led the Dinosaur School program in your classroom this year. And if you did not, so if you were doing teacher classroom management, then the Dinosaur School questions don't apply to you. And once you've answered all of the above questions above this yellow text, you should click Save Record. However, if you did do Dinosaur School, which is again the program that uses puppets, then you will keep going and you will answer some questions specific to your use of Dinosaur School. And then when you are done with that, you will click Save Record and go back to the home page. Now this is what it looks like when you haven't saved. So I'm going to leave, but let's pretend I had clicked Save Record. I had completed everything I needed to and then click Save Record. Then this name would disappear from my teacher post-test list. So that is how you log into Apricot and complete and submit your student and teacher post-tests. Again, my name is Erin Albrecht. I'm always happy to help answer any questions that you may have. And then there's also Kimberly, who's also more than willing to help assist you in any way you need as you're completing the post-tests. I also want to encourage you to take a look at our instructions. There is a paper copy that walks you through step by step along with screenshots that can be very helpful as well. With that, I just want to say thank you so much for all your work on the post-test. We really appreciate it, and good luck and have a wonderful end of the school year. Thank you.